melee, right? Like the Minotaur, the Ruby. It also has the black shoes
Oke
if you want
guys,
to escape
jadi di
death,
sini
so you can
udah
kind of have that
drop pick ya
second
guys ya,
chance.
match
And then for
kedua.
RQ Hoshi, yeah, they can pick up the Diggy
Duh,
here. They can totally do that, but where's
ya
the
di sini
is the Guinevere
Dusko
gonna be in the XP
mengambil
lane, or
apa?
is it gonna be in the jungler
Mengambil
role,
Gwyn ya
or
guys ya,
is the CC
banana
gonna be in the
mengambil
jungler
Cici,
role, or is
Ota
is it gonna be in the
ambil
XP
Lilia
lane? That's
guys.
gonna be a big
Yang di
thing
back
that they
siapa
have to
itu cok?
consider too,
Tonton
like the
guys.
overall picture of their lineup. They take away
Fanny,
some of the gold
Nolan,
laners here. Both sides still
Benedetta,
don't have any gold laners just
Matilda,
yet, so they
Arlot,
take away the
Joy
Iksha.
sama
That is also
Isia
really
guys.
good, right? Like you got these heavy
Oke,
frontline composition, then you pair with the Iksha. That is a
kapan
lot of
aja.
range, like the Navaria and then the Iksha. It's gonna be so good in team fights. So I like this band coming out from RQ.
You know, and it's funny too because normal teams, or normally you would see teams pick up the diggy to respond back to that in that position, but it just shows you how comfortable and confident RQ Hoshi is not to go for that direct counter, but to try and work through a Minoan Fury. Now they do have engage and disengage. I guess technically you have, if you run the Purify on the Lilia and then you use the black shoes, then you can pretty much go back to safety with no problem. And the Guinevere, again, the spatial migration, she can get away just in time before that Minoan Fury drops to get out. And then, you know, CC is one of the most mobile XP laners so far. So all of them good answers in
Baru
terms
mereka
of
berani ban
disengaging
Nathan ya guys
from
ya,
these
setelah
sticky
dibantai sama Nathan
situational
cok.
situations.
Salah
But
banget tadi
there's
cok
a
dia
lot of
mereka
openers for
di
these
match
fights, a lot
pertama
of set
malah
potential so
lepas
far for DEUSVULT.
Nathan
They
cok.
have the
Udah tahu Nathan
Ruby
OP
to be able
banget
to
guys.
go in with the I'm offended, and also a lot of sustainability from the Ruby. And then you have the Minotaur who can keep everybody alive, continuously healing them, and also providing that knockup with the Minoan Fury. And then to top it off, Sunset Lever, this is becoming a repetitive pattern. He really loves playing the backline mage. Like, he likes going in for these Navarias that can fight from afar, use the Astral Echo, provide even more slow, and deal some massive damage to the team. Now, the Arlot is banned out. I would have loved to see the Arlot on the DEUSVULT combination here. I think it would have been great, but they already have the Ruby anyway, so it wouldn't have really worked out. So I would say there's just a lot of crowd control. We need more damage, though. We need to see some massive damage from the side of DEUSVULT. I would say in the early game and kind of late game, technically.
A late game, Claude. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Claude will be either picked up here by RQ Hoshi, but looking at DEUSVULT here, like both haven't picked up their gold laners. They take away the Fredrin too because they're anticipating that they haven't. This might actually just be an XP lane CC, and then you got the Guinevere on the roam position. They might go for the Barretts. I'm not so sure this time. It can still pretty much be a pickup here for Irad, or maybe you can go for something surprising, like maybe an assassin here. But you know, in a CC heavy type of composition, it wouldn't really be good to pick that up. DEUSVULT still needs their gold lane. I think the Claude might be picked up here by DEUSVULT once again. I mean, it's mobile. It's really good when it comes to the laning phase, right? Its PMI can escape any clash, and DEUSVULT here has a very good setup plays. Ruby, they got the Minotaur too, and now Irad. What's it gonna be for them? DEUSVULT is really taking their time to pick up their heroes here. Maybe pick up a Barretts here for this side, but they gotta carry for the side of Arakiyoshi, so it's not gonna be easy. But I guess, you know, they want that heavy front line so that their backliners like, you know, Sunset Lover, Hiko can shine here. So insane amount of burst here from the Claude, and then the vision from the Novaria. I like this lineup coming out from DEUSVULT, but Hoshi has the answers to that. The carry, the early game too with the Guinevere and the Lilia.
And they stole the Barats. You know, I would have thought the Barats, like you said, would have been a good pickup for RQ Hoshi, but they're going to go in for the Dairoth instead. I mean, it's some great burst potential, especially up against a beefier composition. There's a lot of frontline composition for DEUSVULT. The Ruby, the Barats, the Minotaur, all of them able to provide that frontline presence. But the Dairoth, he loves taking it up close and personal, and I think it's a really good decision from the side of RQ Hoshi if they can execute it. But speaking of execution, guys, we are inside of Group A Round 2 in the winners match, currently looking at DEUSVULT up against RQ Hoshi. This is a possible game set 2-0 sweep in the making for RQ Hoshi if they play their cards right, and we'll be able to move on to stage 2 in the playoffs. Or will we see DEUSVULT take the world by surprise again? The Rising Stars from M5, placed in 4th place, taken down by Blacklist, able to even out this series 1-1 as we go through the tunnels of the virtual arena into the land of dawn. We go. Which way will this play out? Who will claim victorious?
Yeah, I wish we had that virtual tunnel so we can go straight into the land of dawn. I mean, this is RQ Hoshi on a match point right now. DEUSVULT right now. The thing with their lineup is it's good that they have this heavy front line. And it's gonna be up to the Banana here and even possibly Brusco here to pick off Sunset Lover and Hiko. And just as I was saying that, there's the Purifies coming out from Sunset Lover and
Aduh,
Hiko just
oke
to make
guys.
sure that they
Mari
don't
kita
get
nengok
caught
dulu
up
ya.
in the setups here by Brusco, and even to a point the zoning here from Banana will be a problem here. So for RQ Hoshi, their winning condition here is to take down the back lines once this scales up. But as for DEUSVULT, they have this good early game too that can go at par with
Siapa nih
RQ
hyper?
Hoshi right now. We don't have first blood just
Daerah,
yet, but
ada
all
daerah
these
tadi.
players have been poking at each other.
Oh,
Brusco
si
as well,
Irat yang
giving the
make.
vision
Irat
to
make
RQ
daerah
Hoshi,
hyper.
but here
Wah,
comes
ini
Magistar, though.
pertama
Nice
juga guys ya, gue
and
tengok
it's gonna be the
daerah
first blood
hyper
being
guys.
picked up by DEUSVULT.
Di MPL
A good
udah
start for them
lama
as
banget
well,
sih, nggak
playing
pernah
patient and waiting for the
ada.
opportunity. But now Irad rushing in to the three-man team of DEUSVULT, but Octa from afar trying to use the power of Gloom. Does not have level 4, he does not have the black shoes. Needs to be careful. Neither side will
Gila
fall
guys,
down
semenjak
again.
ada Irat
Though, like you
sama
said,
meta-meta
claiming first
apa
blood.
player-player
As far as
PH
they
ini
couple the influence
hero-nya
on the board as
aneh-aneh cok
well.
udah.
It's interesting enough, there's 2 concussive
RRQP
blasts,
ini.
and then also one
Maksudnya
Ghost
kayak
Smite for the
pian
side of DEUSVULT. So they're
hero
playing very
RRQ ini
sustainable and frontline oriented.
beda-beda
I think
gitu
you could say
guys,
the same
kayak
thing for
aneh-aneh gitu.
RQ Hoshi,
Biasa kan
except
nggak
it's
pernah
a little
guys.
bit of a flip, as
Kayak
there's 2
selalu
great smites and
ngikutin
one
meta
concussive
gitu.
blast
Kalau
for
semenjak
their
masuknya
side.
PH ini ya guys ya,
Still a
player-player
strong
PH ini
frontline presence, which means when it
aneh-aneh
comes to
cok
these
picknya.
5v5 engagements, there's gonna be some up close and personal fights.
Wow, Skylar is doing a really good
Wah,
job
di-zoning,
poking
Cok.
at Hiko here, making sure that he stays
Di zoning
under
guys,
the
Claudia-nya
turret.
guys.
And now we're gonna be seeing a team
Oke, di
fight
sini
coming
udah
in
terjadi
here.
war,
Banana gonna be forced
perebutan
to use in that
turtle.
vengeance. Turtle at half HP,
Wih.
made at 1/4. There goes Brusco with the setup. It's gonna
Kelas.
be with the retribution.
Kelas Brusco.
There's Ghost Magistar. He gets
Nice.
bursted down here.
Rata
but
nggak
it's
sih?
RQ. There's a nice
Rata
setup
nggak
here
sih?
from Sawo. Minoan's Fury onto 2, but everyone from RQ
bisa rata
is still
tuh.
alive. Kid
Wah.
Bomba gonna be able to sustain.
Aduh, sayang banget, gak ada yang backup.
But Brusco says no.
Aduh. Mati
It
sih,
is
TB,
gonna
TB
be
cok,
just
TB
a
cok.
projection of him.
Ih,
So much
astaga.
pressure from the side of RRQ Hoshi.
Astaga.
Bomba gonna be able to tank this
Akhirnya
one.
mati
He's
juga
gonna
guys.
sustain, but
Waduh,
not
Iratnya
for long
mati
as
tapi
RRQ
cok, rugi.
Hoshi gonna be able to pick off Kid Bomba, but for the price
Aduh,
of
Nova
Irat.
Well,
kok Nova.
I mean, I feel like they kind of won
Lilia
that
juga
break.
mati, guys. Rugi,
Two
rugi,
kills for
rugi.
one. With the full extension of RQ Hoshi really trying to go in for Kid Bomba, I don't really feel like that worked out in their favor like they planned it to. Oh my goodness! Hiko able to take down Skylar, but Sunset Lover, a sniper in the making with this Navaria.
This is exactly why you need to take it down. You need to take down Sunset Lover, and that's the thing. This is the mission for Brusco and Banana and even Irad here to take down the back lines. And so far, DEUSVULT has been keeping up here with RRQ Hoshi. And there goes the setup here from Brusco. Hiko did not pop in that Purify just yet, knowing that Sao is in the vicinity. Gets in that nice knock-up. The snipes coming out from the backside from Sunset Lover. Chucks Brusco to 1 HP, forced to back away 30 seconds before the next turtle is up. And so far, DEUSVULT is actually looking pretty good here in the gold lane.
Everybody from DEUSVULT, except for Kid Bomba so far, getting a piece of the pie. They all have 1 kill. Spread across the board so far, 4-2, leading by 2 kills overall, but only down by 400 gold. RQ Hoshi still maintaining the gold despite the kill difference, as they were able to take that turtle in that first engagement. Now, Hiko was able to get the first kill over onto Skylar. Normally you see Skylar have the advantage in the gold lane compared to most marksmans, and I would say DEUSVULT is up to a good start. Now,
Aduh,
the
bentar ya,
question is,
guys, ya.
can they maintain their slight lead, or do we see RQ Hoshi take this turtle yet again and be able to gain control of the early phase?
Yep, you just called it, RRQ Hoshi. Just like that, takes it in with the retribution. I do like the vision being provided here by Sunset Lover, but the way that RRQ Hoshi contained that turret pit, they aren't able to get in. Like, Brusco was there just waiting in for the setup. Like, even the members here at DEUSVULT, the tankiest members, are gonna have second thoughts before they try to get it in. Here comes Magistar with the engage. It's gonna be the nice
Waduh, rata dong.
on the 3. That's gonna be Brusco.
Wih, nice.
Irad
Oh,
checking
nggak
up
mati.
all the damage.
Waduh,
He's gonna be
Iratnya
forced
mati,
to
guys.
but gets tugged in there by Magistar. That's gonna be DEUSVULT taking down Irad once again. Nice trade-offs there, but it's still gonna be RRQ Hoshi just leading by a 400 gold lead. Let's take a look at that instant replay here.
Yeah, putting RQ Hoshi on a trampoline with that Minoan Fury triple knockup, sending them straight to the moon. 5-2 so far, first 5 minutes.
Emblem
and RQ
emblem
Hoshi
direct-nya pakai
able to
tank,
take
guys.
Both turtles, but
ketiga
falling
ini.
short on these kills. They are still ahead of gold though, making up the advantage
Pelajaran
from
baru,
having
guys.
these neutral objectives.
Biasa kan
Is
kalau
keeping
orang-orang
them
hyper
in the
direct itu ya
game
guys ya,
in a
pastinya
slight
itu kok
lead.
nggak pakai
Hiko off to a
emblem
good start,
bakar,
like we said,
killing
able to
spree
get a
guys.
kill
Ini
onto
pakai tank
Skylar,
cok, baru
may
pertama
delay
gue
the
tengok
late
ini
game
guys.
for carry.
Sebagai pelajaran
Looking
juga
at
nih guys.
Arad not off to the best start either. 1, 2, and 1. Already finding 2 deaths so far. Magister 2 to 1 so far.
Banana
The
mati nggak
highest
sih?
kills in the game overall.
Loh, Skylar mati
Really
cok.
outscaling so far inside of the jungle.
Astaga.
Yeah, but Banana's just like diving right in with his yo-yo. Even on
Mati
the
nggak?
bottom side,
Nice,
there's gonna be a
nice.
lot of
Ayo,
pressure.
geng, mati nggak
That's just
sih?
me popped here by Octa. Sky's just me chalking down
Nice,
that
dapat
tower
turret.
off the bottom side,
Astaga,
able
satu
to
hit cok
take
turretnya
it
anjing.
in, but it's still alive with 1 HP as RRQ creating in that pressure on the bottom side, understanding that there's gonna be that power spike too from Hiko, right? And if they don't, they kind of leave him unchecked. He's gonna be able to wreak havoc here up against RRQ once it comes to the late game.
Yeah, and now the next turtle does spawn in. This will be the third one of the game. Both so far have gone to RQ Hoshi. Is the third time the charm for DEUSVULT, or will they let another one slip through their fingers? As you are already seeing RQ Hoshi in a great position for the contest. Brusco waiting to hit that spatial migration. You can just feel him itching for the setup. Astro Echo connects though. 3-man set over there.
Di sini mereka mau setup turtle lagi nih guys. Kalian perhatiin guys.
Yo, Banana here.
Oke, di sini Banana langsung rusuh
playing,
aja. Ih, sakit
using
banget cok
that
banananya.
looks so innocent.
Oh my
Look at the damage it's causing. Even
What?
against Sao. And right now,
Itu
Banana
damage apaan,
goes
Cok?
in with the dive, gets it,
Anjing
kills
Banana,
Mama.
damage-nya
And that's gonna be RRQ
sakit
picking
banget,
up
coy.
2 kills for the prize of
Kan tengok,
one.
guys.
Force use in that blazing duet.
Astaga.
Not able to take anything
Ini tadi
in as
Minotaurnya
Irad
hilang,
confirms
Cok,
the
langsung.
kill. RRQ Hoshi gonna be able to take the prime position once again to the turtle. This is the thing that RRQ has been doing since game number 1.
Damage apaan anjing? Oh, di sini karinya langsung attack speed ya. Nggak main kari tank ya dia ya. Karena ada tebel-tebel sih memang. Jadi ngapain pakai tank lagi guys? Kelamaan, cok. Memang pas ya dibikin Skylar ini guys. Karena musuhnya aja udah tebel-tebel semua guys. Ada Minotaur, ada Barat, ada Ruby. Kalau dia buat tank sih lama banget ya guys ya. Lama jadi, cok. Ya iya dia. Oh, misalnya kalau bikin item tank di press ya makin apa, cok, makin kalah anjir. Gak ada item. Nice karinya itu guys, itu gunanya ya guys ya, golden staff for carry. Nice banget, nice banget. Waduh, mati cok. Skylar mati. Astaga. Gak apa. Nice. Masih bisa guys. Waduh, Ruby. What? Anjing, masih bisa nge-kill cok Iradnya. Wah, gila sih. Gila banget cok, anjing. Gila sih gua. Aduh. Gila banget guys. Gue suka banget cok nengok dia jadinya anjing. Aduh, gila ya. Gameplaynya bener-bener di luar nalur ya guys ya. Terlalu OP tuh dia nih. Masih bisa nge-kill dalam keadaan kayak gitu guys. Kalau kayak kita publik main itu ya guys ya, udah pasti mati cok. Gak bakal dapat apa lagi guys. Gak bakal bisa dapat kill lagi cok. Si Ira tadi luar biasa anjing.
Objective gaming is gonna be the thing here. 30 seconds before the Lord,
Luar
and
biasa
with the
banget
space
sih. Wah!
here by RQ Hoshi, they should be able to take in this Lord. With DEUSVULT having a hard time to contest up against this. What can you say about this here though? But
Nice!
Kid Bomba though.
Nice, Ruby-nya mati guys. Mampus kau. Kid Bomba. Baik-baik kau jadi kid babi. Bomba.
Unable to do anything at that point.
Yeah, and speaking of the items, Skylar will pick up that Demon Hunter sword. Will be able to soak into that Barats with that high HP pool. He does have the Corona sight, and on top of that golden staff, a lot of core items.
Banget Demon Hunter terjadi guys. Wah, tinggal bikin Silver sih dah hancur semua sih itu semua guys.
Oh, nice setup there by Sabo. Banana as well. Popping in that vengeance. Astral Echo from the backside. Sao's gonna get chased here by Banana and Irad. I can't believe that the CC is causing that much damage, forcing the rest of the members here, DEUSVULT, to actually back away. Not only that, the gloom's coming out from Octa is starting to hurt a lot too. They're taking the mid tower right before this first Lord, and RQ Hoshi is gonna look to take this. Is looking to take this Lord in. DEUSVULT actually backing it away. Brusco
Si Brusco.
finds another setup here onto Kid Bomba.
Wah, anjing!
and just like that, the leader
Gila
from the
bener,
map,
Cok,
Kid
anjir.
Bomba, gonna get taken out as DEUSVULT, not even able to get near the Lord
gila
as
sih, ini
RRQ
energi ganas
Hoshi
banget,
will be
Cok.
taking in this first Lord of the
Ini
game.
yang udah lama gue
Taking
pengen
every
tengok ya
single
guys
neutral
ya.
objective so far, haven't lost a single
Wah,
turret,
tengil
and
nih si
now
Iran nih.
leading by
Tengil
1
dia.
kill and also up 4,000 gold. RRQ looking stronger than ever, holding that flag for Indonesia. DEUSVULT now forced on the back end, needs to have a counter response to be able to turn this game back around into their favor. Hiko on a one-on-one against Banana. Sawa doing the wants a piece of it.
Kelas. Oh, siapa itu kemakan, Cok?
You are going to see a
Oh, si
little bit of split on the
Brusco
map.
gak bakal mati
Taking it
sih.
in the mid lane
Dia
up against
ngetek soalnya.
RRQ. Brusco with space migration, not going to be able to connect. Sunset Lover.
Oh, di sini Skylarnya bikin pistol, guys.
And the snipe from the Astral Meteor. Man, some heavy presence as we are seeing the Lord on the top side make his way to the base of DEUSVULT.
Yeah, no, Sunset Lover here hasn't been picked off just yet, standing at a 204.
Sini
So
turret
RRQ
RRQ
Hoshi
masih utuh
has
ya
to
guys
kind
ya.
of
Luar
respect
biasa,
that
Cok.
too. Like every single time they go for a
Gak
clash, you
kalah,
got that
gak
Astral
kalah
Echo,
jauh nih sama si
and
Oni ya guys
by
ya.
the time that Sunset Lover will be
Jadi
able
gak
to
sabar
pick
gua
in
mereka
either Divine
kok
Blade
jumpa
or
bagaimana
even
guys.
those magic damage penetration
Kyrie
items.
versus Irak
It's gonna
guys.
be really hard,
Waduh.
right? RRQ Hoshi
Sayang guys,
taking
ini
the Lord as long as they can
at
take
baju
it,
RRQ
as long
gue
as
belum
they get
datang,
all these
Cok.
major
Aduh.
objectives, they should
Aturan
be
gue
able to
dipakai
pressure out the
baju
lanes here
RRQ
of They
guys,
Small.
bukan pakai baju
Map
kaos
control
biasa anjing.
totally
Cuman PO-nya
for the
lama
side of
banget
RRQ
guys,
Hoshi,
sebulan,
6
Cok. Di
turrets.
RRQ Store.
And all the lords, all of the turtles went
Jadi
to
belum
the side
datang
of
guys.
RRQ
Gua kemarin
Hoshi. 37K
saben
for
juga
them
sih,
as
saben
They
sama
Small
gua
is
juga guys.
holding on for their deal
Cuman
lives
belum
and
datang guys.
extend this to a
Aduh,
game
gua udah
of 3.
excited banget nih sama
Yeah,
barangnya,
and there's a
Cok.
lot of insurance for the side of RQ Hoshi, right? You mentioned map control and their turrets. I mean, they have every single turret still standing, and we are 12 minutes in. DEUSVULT's not able to execute into their game plan jumping into this match, but hey, they may be able to turn it around if they play a little bit passively. They're definitely going to have to play for the late game, though. They can't really continue to contest. I mean, the gold is just way out there now, up by 5,000 for the side of RQ Hoshi. You're looking at some of those items on the board, but they are going to take the fight. Brusco not going to connect with the spatial migration, decides to disengage. We are going to see this Lord spawning in the next 40 seconds. Sunset Lover with the Astral Echo connects to Octa, and we'll hit Banana. Do they take the fight? Hiko does. Reaches in, chips a little bit of damage on a Banana, though. He's not worried about it. This man's just rotating around with CC with ease.
Yeah. It's a 10K for Skylar in comparison to
gosh.
Hiko, actually. Yeah, Hiko only has like less than 10,000 here, so that in itself, Skylar has managed to pick up all the items that you need. And you know, you mentioned late game. This is definitely gonna go to the carry, right? All these tanky heroes can be melted down, not unless you get that two-man setup, the chain CC combination from either Sawo and Kid Bomba here. RQ Hoshi wasting no time, knowing that, respecting the fact too that they have the late game heroes here for the side of DEUSVULT. They're knocking up this Lord. 140 HP already.
Gak usah banyak lama-lama lagi guys. Udah free load sih, udah pasti guys. Tinggal N-nya aja sih ini.
Getting in that Lord for free, and DEUSVULT just gonna be letting that one slide this time. 43k gold for the side of RQ as DEUSVULT just struggling to even contain their lanes as of this point.
I don't know how many more punches DEUSVULT's going to be able to take. Is RQ Hoshi very aggressive and winning every single trade. I don't think they've lost a single trade so far. Looking at Kid Bomba, this is the second time he's picked up this Ruby. The last time it wasn't as effective, and it's looking like a repetitive pattern. I mean, he's 0-5-5, highest deaths on this game so far, and hasn't really been able to provide a crucial set with the I'm Offended that DEUSVULT is kind of relying on, as we are now going to see the Lord make his way down the mid lane.
Ada masuk. Langsung push 3 arah.
RQ
Aduh,
Hoshi
kontol.
backing in the doors. Brusco once again, but it's set up onto Magister, and Skylar's gonna pick up the kill. Lord is knocking in the base of DEUSVULT, as Skylar's gonna be chunking in that tower really fast. Inhibitors are
langsung
gonna be
push
going
3
down
arah.
here as RQ Hoshi just wasting no time, creating all the pressure on all of the lanes here. Man, this is gonna be really hard. Brusco just setting up the place here for their damage deals to be able to do the thing. And now here comes Sawo with the setup,
bisa dev, guys.
and the flickers out, and the purifies
Wah, ini
is gonna
bawahnya masih
nullify
dap-
all of that.
masih
As
dapat sih.
RQ Hoshi gonna still be pressuring in all of the lanes as DEUSVULT
Sunset Lover,
unable to
though.
do anything at this point. Hiko goes in for the blazing duet from the backside. Banana gonna be able to soak that
mati,
up,
guys.
but
Brusco
Sunset
mati juga,
Lover
guys.
with that snipe kill. still able to pick off one.
Oke,
And now
masih
Brusco
bisa.
in trouble too. Jumps
Wah,
right
di
on.
flickerin
Don't have
anjing,
HP as
anjing.
Kid Bomba goes in for the flicker.
Bertingkah cok si
Brusco
bomba
goes down,
babi
and
nih guys.
that's gonna be it. DEUSVULT claps
Cuki,
back against
cuki.
RRQ.
A big turnaround, miscalculation from the side of RRQ Hoshi, and it may cost them some grounding on the land of Dawn as DEUSVULT's now in control. Will they be able to claim some of these turrets and push to their base? It looks like they are going for it down the mid lane. Astro Echo does connect for the slow on a banana on an Octa. Sunset Lover will be able to take the tier 1 turret.
Wow, this is a 4-man rotation coming in from DEUSVULT. 2 turrets just like that. Hiko gonna be taking in a lot of the damage coming out from Octa. And that is gonna be RRQ Hoshi picking up
Kalau dia
another
mati, guys.
kill. Turrets are going down
Mati sama
one by
siapa, Cok?
one. The turrets also exposed here
Gua
from the
lagi
side of
tengok ke
DEUSVULT. They don't have that
samping tadi.
inhibitor onto the top side. 30 seconds in. This should be RRQ Hoshi still getting in that prime position for the Lord. They have to watch out for the snipes here coming out from Sunset Lover. 305. He hasn't been shut down just yet.
I love how Banana just walked down the mid lane and the entire team of DEUSVULT said, oh, I don't want no parts of that. We're just going to go all the way back to the base. And away they went, as now they're back on the defensive stance. That slight advantage that they had now turned back around against them. Banana picking up the immortality. Brusco having it as well. A little bit of a extra blanket of security as they are getting ready to take this Lord.
Yeah, look at how fast Skylar's chucking in that Lord.
Kalian tengok guys,
Should be able to
Karinya
take this
kok full
one,
attack
unless
speed ya
you're
guys
gonna
ya.
be steal.
Lebih
They're way
ganas
too
cok
far.
daripada
As RRQ
Kari
Hoshi
tank anjir.
gonna be sealing the deal once again, taking in the second luminous Lord of this game.
Lebih enak main Kari attack speed memang guys
able to claim
daripada
that
Kari
Lord,
tank
which
cok.
put him in a great
Awal-awal
advantage to
tuh
possibly be
kayak
able to close this out.
gimana
RRQ
ya,
Hoshi
gak ada damage
one
guys.
step away
Kok
from making it to
bikin
stage 2
standard
in
back
the
dulu, guys.
playoffs. DEUSVULT needs to find a way to contest. Can they stop this luminous Lord in the full 5-man team of Viva RRQ? Look at Banana already ready, trying to bait out some of that utility before the Lord makes his way into the base.
Wih kena
Brusco again
cok.
with the setup.
Gila Brusco,
He
aduh gak ada
finds
backup
one,
pula
he
ya.
finds Hiko. Not gonna be able to pop in that Purify just to save it in for something else. But right now, Astro Echo's gonna connect. Lord is going to be marching in the base. They should be able to chunk this down,
Yeah,
but
nice.
lots of pressure
Dipaksa-
coming in from the side of
dipaksa
DEUSVULT.
Skylar,
They're
guys.
packing up all the bursts coming out from Hiko and even Sunset Lover, but the base is exposed. They only have one inhibitor left here, and RRQ Hoshi's going to be backing away, respecting the damage coming out from DEUSVULT too.
Yeah, but you are seeing DEUSVULT starting to be able to defend very well. I mean, RRQ Hoshi is down to 2 of their inhibitors for the mid and bottom side. And now this is officially the late game, meaning it's going to boil down to who can execute a little bit better. And now you're starting to see DEUSVULT ready to take the fight over to RRQ Hoshi. They're not playing defensive anymore. It's time to play
Anjir,
ball.
bener, Cok.
Octa forced to use the black shoes.
45
And you're going to
guys,
see Astro Echo
kodenya
connect
tuh.
the 3 members. That is going to be Irad, Octa, and Brusco with a little bit of that slow. Kid Bomba rushing in, needs to get a good I'm offended,
Anjir.
needs to get the set DEUSVULT is looking
Lah,
for.
lah.
But Brusco finds it.
Brusco!
Oh, it's
Untung
migration, in with the
selamat,
violent
Cok, anjing.
requiem, able to get out.
Hampir
50%
mati tuh
HP.
Claudenya ya.
There goes
Kalau ada
Master.
musuhnya, Cok.
Is welcome. Connects to the wall for the stun.
Nice, mati tuh. Siapa tuh?
Hiko into the
Pecah, Imo.
back line. Almost
Nice.
takes out Brusco, still alive. Irad, very low. Magister.
Aduh,
needing to get
Banana,
back.
Banana.
Vintage prop by Banana.
Oh, look
Aduh,
at
Banana mati sih.
Into the team of
Nice, masih ada
DEUSVULT.
Imo, masih
Immortality
selamat.
and proc. Octa in the mid
Nggak
lane
selamat,
finds
guys.
Hiko.
Itu
Finds Banana.
Claudia udah sakit
Sunset
juga
Lover
tuh,
with
Cok.
the Astro Echo does connect, and that'll be a
Full
1-for-1
tak dia,
trade
anjir,
for
tuh.
both sides, but they are
Makanya
not
itu sakit banget,
done.
guys.
Trying to close the distance on Brusco, forcing out the spatial migration.
It is a 5k gold lead still in favor of RRQ Hoshi. The XP laner for the XP laner. The shutdown is going to be a big thing here for DEUSVULT. The shutdown gold going to go towards their side. Looking at the items here again, this is the point of the game. 19 minutes in, you got those immortalities up. It's going to be really hard to get that pick off. Not to mention the purifies here that Brusco has been doing up against either Sunset Lover or Hiko. Sunset Lover has picked up that Blood Wings too, adding up to the shield and the magic damage it can provide for the team. Low kill scores count actually for both sides, so it is going to be a matter of execution here once it reaches this mid to late game. And RQ Hoshi just going to be positioning themselves here in the Lord Pit, making sure that they take it in before DEUSVULT. Astral Echo has been committed tier 2, and RQ Hoshi not going to commit anything just yet.
And this is the chance they were looking for this entire game. DEUSVULT may have a shot to even out this series up against RRQ Hoshi. This will all boil down to this play right here inside of the Lord Pit. And you are seeing Irad already pulling the aggro, trying to force the side of DEUSVULT to engage, but they are playing passive. They are waiting, both sides, looking for a mistake to happen, looking for an opportunity.
From Brusco.
Still playing,
Siapa yang
goes
dapat
out.
nih, guys, guys?
Migration Brusco connected for the knockup, but only catches Sawo. Didn't get what he was looking for. Will disengage. Lord.
Semuanya hero apa? Player kilo semua tuh. Aduh, siapa
Big
tuh?
Sun on
Aduh,
the
Brusco ya guys, Brusco guys. Aduh, tinggal kena tembok guys. Astaga. Astaga, gak dapat lock guys. Kalian juga mati guys. Waduh, Broko guys.
But Hiko gets the double, finds the kill. 15 and 12 on the scoreboard. And they've turned this game around. RQ Hoshi on the defense.
Let's take a look at that instant replay. What just went down? Brusco was punished there. Magister landing in that nice Detona's welcome onto Irad before he could actually pop in that retribution. The burst is too much here. And now DEUSVULT, the timers are ticking. It's down to Banana to defend this one. As DEUSVULT, they're looking to end this. The turn takes around to take us to a game number 3. They're knocking in the base. They can go for a straight push here. Steph, they're not.
Astaga.
SR, DEUSVULT gonna be taking in game number 2. We're gonna be heading towards a game number 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a series.
Aduh guys, tinggal.
That's right, as you are seeing DEUSVULT knocking on the doors
Wah,
for
ente guys, RRQ guys.
RRQ, letting them know.
Sayang banget cowok, itu tinggal tadi udah. Tinggal satu
Game
turret
number
lagi.
3. An epic
Aduh, sayang banget guys.
turnaround and comeback.
Ente guys.
DEUSVULT able to take that Lord last second.